Okay, today we are doing a view corridor, and we're going to be doing a view corridor without interviews. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you're selecting the correct mode, and you want the one that says NVUM FY20 view corridor. So let's click on that. And down here in the left-hand corner, we're going to click Collect. And so now we are ready to start our view corridor. You'll want to put in your name. And then the next thing you want to do is either scan or enter your barcode, your QR code. And our preference is to key them in. And the code we're working with today is going to be _0304, we're in the Coconino Forest, -155. Once you get that entered, go ahead and click where it says region, click in that field, and you will see that it auto-populates everything up to your use level. And so you're going to want to go ahead and put whatever use level is on your calendar. You're going to go ahead and click on that one. We're just going to click on high for today. And then you're going to scroll down. And the question, is this a substitute day? You're going to say no. The only time you would say yes is if it is on the calendar and we have told you that it is a substitute day, and then there will be information for you to enter here if that's the case. So the next thing, you're going to go ahead and click on the little calendar. Make sure you've got today's date. And after you do that, then you're going to go to the right-hand side of the screen where it says time, and you're going to click on the little clock. And you're going to go ahead and set your time so that it matches the time you're starting. So this is going to be a PM survey, so we're going to make this say 1 o'clock PM. And go ahead and click out of there, and you'll see that the time records. And will there be interviews at this site today? You're going to say no. And when you say no, you'll see that the period 1 traffic count collection screen comes up. And you're going to be conducting hand tally counts for a period of 1 hour, and you're going to be keeping track of both commercial and non-commercial counts. And once one of them reaches 100, if that happens, you just continue counting the other one until your hour is up. And so for commercial vehicles, you'll see that when you just click this plus sign, it adds one, and you'll also see down here that it keeps track of how many you've seen. And for non-commercial traffic, you'll see that this end tally count for your first period, that it accumulates. And so we're going to say that we're done with our first period of counting, and you are to take a 30-minute break between counting periods, and there will be 4 traffic count periods. So let's say that you've taken your 30-minute break and you're ready to start your counting period 2. So you're just going to say yes, and it's the same thing. You're counting commercial and non-commercial. You're counting the opposite direction that you counted for the first period. And you'll see that your end tally count down here, it's keeping track of your counts from period 1. So let's say you're all done with your second period. You've taken your 30-minute break, and you're ready to start period 3. So you're going to go ahead and say yes. And you're going to go back for this one. You're going to go back to counting traffic the original direction that you counted. And it's just, you're going to be using the plus signs to add, and you will see that it's continuing to keep a count of your total for the day. So you've taken your 30-minute break after the third period, and you're ready to begin your fourth. So go ahead and click the radio button, and then just proceed to count traffic as you were, and this time you're going to switch directions again. So at the end of the day, you'll have observed for an hour in each direction, for 2 hours in each direction. So go ahead and just do your tally marks, and you'll notice that at the bottom here, the end tally count, it's kept track of all 4 periods. So let's say it's the end of your 4th period and you're ready to do your end of 6-hour observation period. So you want to look at the date, make sure you have the proper date. You want to look at the clock and make sure that the clock is 6 hours from the time you started. How many minutes did you spend on break? Even though you did take breaks, go ahead and record 0 there. And you'll notice your total survey time in hours is 6. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to add your comments for the day, and you want to start out by saying that it's COVID-19 observational counts, and then any observations that you make. And I know it's kind of hard when you're just seeing passing cars to see how many people and if they're in big groups and wearing masks and all that, but just do the best you can do. And you can also put observations here about people that come into the parking lot and walk around. Feel free to do that as well. And so when you're done entering your comments, then you're going to go ahead down here to the bottom right, and you're going to click the check mark, and it'll bring you to the survey completed screen, and then you would just proceed as you would for any other normal survey that you would do.